Tom Clancy's The Division. Holy hell, where do I begin? Okay guys, so this video is going to be a comparison between two games that are very often compared to one another. It's going to be Tom Clancy's The Division and Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now, there's a few different reasons they're compared as much as they are. The first and most obvious, they're both Tom Clancy games. Aside from that, they're both third person, although Wildlands does have first person aspects. But they're both third person shooters, they're both open world. There's a few different things that it's pretty understandable why the two games are compared. I hear some people come out on one side, they like The Division better, some people come out on the other side, they like Ghost Recon better. So I wanted to do a video that is the definitive end-all be-all breakdown of which game reigns supreme. Ghost Recon or The Division. Now, I say end-all be-all. I'm aware this is going to be a subjective review, but I'm going to break each game down into different categories, and for each category I'm going to compare the two games and declare a winner. At the end I'm going to decide based on which game won, I don't know, the most categories, who's the overall winner and which is the overall better game. Now, you may not agree with me, you may not even like what I say, but it's going to be in depth and I'm going to break it down to the best of my ability. Which one's better? Let's find out. So the first category that we're going to go with is going to be character customization. And this is one that annoys me. Let's start with The Division. Alright, I want to be a dude. How many faces do I have to choose from in this supposed RPG? Or shooter with RPG element? 8 faces. There's 8 fucking faces. I thought RPGs were supposed to be all about customization and... Ooh, look at my guy, I made them all cool like me. Nope. 8 fucking faces. Ooh, but we got different skin tones. And we got four choices for hair. 4 plus bald. Alright, well at least I got facial hair. I got 3 choices. Plus clean shaven. So 4 in total. When I first opened this game, and don't get me wrong, I was hyped for this game. And I saw that shit, I got scared. I thought that was just for the beta. I thought they kept it bare bones. No. This is the full game, full release. 8 goddamn faces. I may title this video 8 goddamn faces. Because that's ridiculous. And then, I mean, they got other dumb stuff like the war paint looks terrible. Scars, terrible. The neck tattoos, also shitty. They look really bad. They don't look diegetic in any way. But, you know, you can always go find a beanie off a dead guy. Distract you from that god-awful American flag neck tattoo and your really bad face paint. All in all, I mean, just, it's pretty obvious. The devs didn't give a shit. They cared more about their game, you know, the shooter aspect of the gameplay. And anyone else who cared about character customization at all, they can go fuck themselves. Now, with the Ghost Recon Wildlands character customization, a little bit more in depth, not too bad. The person themselves, not super in depth. There's, I think it was like 10 to 15 different faces you could choose from. Same thing with the hair and beard. I mean, there's a few more than The Division, but not super extensive in that regard. Now, where Ghost Recon shines in the character customization is the stuff you wear, the clothing, the tactical gear in particular, the face wear, the headwear, all that stuff. They clearly have some sort of deal with 5.11 tactical, because there's a ton of 5.11 stuff in here. But there's a lot you can choose from, and there's a bunch of different colors you can get them in. And you can kind of make your dude the way you want him to look, or chick. I don't want to discriminate. You can make your person the way that you want. You can hook them up with helmets, hats, bandanas, gas masks, all sorts of different headsets, vests, backpacks, just the whole shebang. There's a lot to do. Balaclavas, I don't know how to say that, but there's a lot you can put on your person to make them kind of look the way you want them to. And it makes up for the lack of faces and facial hair, because you probably won't be seeing them anyway. Alright, so as far as the first category goes, it's pretty clear. The winner is Ghost Recon. For the reasons I stated before, it's kind of a runaway in that category. So let's move on to the next one. Let's see how the Division fares there. Weapon customization. Alright, Division, you failed me on the character customization, so let's see how you do with the weapons. When it comes to the weapon customization in the Division, they do have a decent amount of attachments that you can add to your guns. They have, when you open up the gun menu, you can see about 6 different slots. You know, you can change your magazine, change your, whatever's on the rail, on your muzzle, your sight. A lot of different ways you can, change your gun up, and that part of it's kind of cool. But the issue is, it's a loot-based game. Everything is loot-based. So let's say, for example, I want, the Russian red dot sight. I better damn well hope that I find that Russian red dot on some dead body, and that its specs are high enough that I can justify putting it on my gun. Because if it drops my DPS too low, well, guess that cool ass sight that you like that zooms in super far or whatever, you're not putting it on your gun because it's not going to be worth it. It's just going to kill your numbers. And that part's annoying. But wait, silver lining. If you're looking for weapon skins, look no further than Tom Clancy's The Division. They got a lot of shit that they need to work on when it comes to their character and weapon customization. But if you want some, Arctic tiger stripes fish skin, you came to the right place. So let's move on to Ghost Recon. Fuck yes, that exploded view. The second I saw that, I thought, this game is awesome. Explodes the gun out. You can highlight each individual part of the gun that you want to, adjust or change. It shows you the different options. Even if you haven't unlocked them, you can look, see what the attachment is, see what it looks like on your gun. You don't even have to own it to see what it'll look like on your gun. See the specs and stats on the right. It shows you where on the map that it is. So not only is it cool because you can go get what you want, but it promotes map exploration. I spent a good hour or two just trying to hook up all my guns, and I explored damn near all the map just doing that. It's a really cool mechanic. If you look, the sniper rifle doesn't have as many slots. It's just the scope, the magazine, and the muzzle, I think. Oh no, you can change the barrel as well. It has a ton of different paints, they call them. Pretty much rivaling the Division, except for most of them are unlocked immediately. You don't have to buy them with in-game currency. And you can change which parts of your gun are painted what to an extent. So you can kind of go for a two-tone look if you want. So let's see which one comes out on top here. The winner is clearly Ghost Recon. So pretty much all in all, when it comes to customization, the Division can suck a big one. Let's move on. World Traversal. I'll let the video speak for itself. Okay, so I know it was a close one, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Ghost Recon. Running and rolling everywhere sucks ass. Let's go to the next one. Cardiovascular exercise. Alright, now this bad son of a bitch needs to get some jumping jacks in. Needs to keep that heart rate up. Need to stay warm. Oh, we can do some squatsies. Ghost Recon only has squatsies. More jumping jacks. Keeping the legs warm, the arms warm, staying loose. Being fit. Fit like a fiddle. Oh, we got rollies too. We can do ground rollies. More ground rollies. Kinda crunches. Oh, another ground rollie. Boom. Solid. Keeping the heart rate up. Being ready for anything. Staying warm in the New York winter. Ready to go at all times. This one wasn't even close. Winner's clearly the Division. Ghost Recon can't touch the Division when it comes to cardiovascular exercise. But can it touch it when it comes to bullet impact? Let's find out. Now, bullet impact is a weird one because it's a lot of different factors and it's a subjective analysis. I mean, it's a lot of things such as the visuals of the recoil from the rifle, timed out with the vibration in the controller, with the hit indicator, it's just a lot of different little things coming together to really make it feel like you're actually firing the rifle, and like when it hits, it's having some legit impact on what it's hitting. Ghost Recon does very well in that regard. Division, on the other hand, is a lot of it being due to it being so bullet spongy and having to take about 4 magazines per dude. It doesn't feel like you're really hitting anything, particularly with any sort of machine gun, whether it be an SMG, assault rifle, anything like that. It's nothing. The winner here is quite clearly Ghost Recon. The bullet impact's fantastic on this game. Cover system. Now, although I don't think Ghost Recon was billed necessarily as a cover-based shooter, it has aspects of taking cover. You can snap to cover, but there's no button to. It's an automatic snap to cover. So if you go into a crouch position next to any waist-high wall or so, which there's plenty of, you should immediately snap to cover, and in that aspect, it works pretty well. I don't typically have any issues where it won't hug cover. There's no real way to move cover to cover other than just running at another wall and crouching. But if you watch here, sometimes you'll pop over the incorrect shoulder if it's a weird angle, and it's a pain. The Division, however, you hit A and you hug cover. It's pretty simple. You can hold A at something you're looking at and it goes cover to cover. Now, although it's a little messier as far as the HUD goes, there's more on your screen. It's a pretty intuitive and user-friendly system, and I never had an issue with it. It was actually a joy to use, and I can't think of a time where it was a problem. So for this one, I'm going to give it to the Division. Both of them do fine, but the Division, I think, exceeds Ghost Recon when it comes to taking cover. Now the next one, tactical equipment. Alright, so both games, heavy on the tactical equipment. Now, the Division has a lot of perks and skills and stuff. I'm not counting all of them. I'm more counting things that involve, peripherals, throwables. Right here, I use I don't know what it's called. I call it ping, and then the wall sticky thingy. There's a lot of different things like that are a necessity in this game, particularly when you're playing with a team. They go into 3 different categories: assault, defense, and medical, I think. So you can use them, in a team function in order to make it through dudes. But even on a solo run, a lot of times they're a necessity as far as tagging enemies. There's a riot shield. There's rolly grenades. There's a whole bunch of other things, turrets. So there's a lot of tactical equipment, but you have to suspend your disbelief to a point, because a lot of them are kind of not realistic in any way, shape, or form. Like the ping thing that you see me use here. I get it's kind of a futuristic thing, and yeah, I do try to suspend my disbelief a bit, but I mean, some of them, the riot shield's a little more believable than the sticky wall thingy that makes me shoot harder and magically heal while I'm standing up against the wall. I mean, that's kind of weak sauce in my opinion. Ghost Recon, on the other hand, goes a lot more realistic with its, let's say, you know, peripherals and tactical equipment and things like that. I mean, right here you see I'm using the drone. Don't know how realistic it is, but it seems like it could be a useful tool if the technology is something that we have to do drones that are that versatile. It does have, you know, other aspects, like this is my healing drone. That doesn't seem realistic, but the drone itself is a great tool, using for tags, so you can explode them, you can use them as EMPs. It's probably the most useful tactical equipment that I use in this game. You can see it has different vision modes. You can utilize your night vision, thermal vision. Right here I'm using a diversion lure. There's a ton of throwables, flashbangs, mines, C4s, frags. One drawback for sure though is the indicator to throw. With the indicator to throw, those things are terrible, but all in all they're a lot more realistic, and for that reason I'm going to give the win on that one to Ghost Recon. Alright, so we have done a shit ton of categories, and now the big moment is here. My final verdict for which Tom Clancy game reigns supreme. It's pretty obvious. It's Ghost Recon. I was super hyped for The Division when it was coming out. It let me down, as it did many other people. It sucks at bullet impact, it sucks at customization, it sucks at world traversal. It just sucks, and where it sucks, Ghost Recon makes up for it. Ghost Recon is a damn good game and deserves this win. Alright, well, that's going to be it for my comparison video. I'd like to know what you guys think. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. If you don't agree with me, go fuck off, click on another video. No, I'm just kidding. You let me know too. Be nice about it though.